Here's today's dose. Mustafa Maan, our beloved, good-natured, stability-loving world leader, might have gotten a bit bored with centrifugal bumble puppy and electromagnetic golf. The studio has been informed that a few weeks ago, our fourth ship imported a savage and his mother into the world state. Some paranoid people are worried about this possibly catapulting our civilization into disorder and chaos. But perhaps our somewhat deprived friends are onto something. The once respected and orthodox director of the Central London Hatchery was revealed to be the father of one of the savages and was replaced by a more compact man known to us as Bernard Marx. Next thing you know, people start beating and whipping each other. However, our fortune assures us that society will not devolve to people strangling each other over a single savage. Instead, savagery has become pop culture. Recent polls suggest our outsider, John Savage, will soon top the charts as the most talked about celebrity in the Idol Hall of Fame for doing absolutely nothing. But perhaps refusing to take soma and crying over expired cadavers is the next big thing. But is betraying over 600 years of teachings a good idea? We'll answer that question in the Daily Injection with our expert correspondent, Randy.
This development baffles our analysts, who have tried to understand the savage, but have failed and are currently on summer vacation. So from the man who knows it all, Mustafa Maan. So, Mr. Maan, with these recent developments of popularity, what do you think about John and Bernard's point of view?
I believe that if we decided to agree with what John and Bernard say about society, then Ford save us. Epsilon Minuses would run a more civilized society than them. In their ideal world, there wouldn't be any soma, but there would be poverty, and also fighting. All of those flaws would come from a lack of stability. So we don't require a shift in civilization.
So then, Mr. World Ruler, why did you let John in? What do you believe about this savage who was actually crying about the death of his mother?
John crying over a person's, or rather, a savage's death? He was just making a mess of that hospital room floor. I feel sorry for the janitorial staff.
Wow, very insightful. So then what about Bernard's recent problem? I heard he hasn't been taking soma. He's been going out suspiciously. What do you think about that?
I heard rumors that he had alcohol in his blood surrogate. It might have been a nurse's mistake.
A mistake from a nurse? That's preposterous. Do you think that soma could cure John's ailments?
I don't think even 1,000 grams of soma would change John's mind.
Well, that's Mr. World Ruler for you guys.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Have you ever been confused by big words in books and wish you could do something about it? Well, now you can with the hottest new product on the market, the amazing Book Sanitizer. Real science by real men in lab coats has proved that introducing outside thoughts confuses the mind. This simple device eradicates the seditious material in those pesky books with voluminous words. Simply spray the Book Sanitizer on the pages of the book and watch in amazement as the ink just melts away. In its wake is left a nice clean book. Just call 239-933-CLEAN for a free trial today.
And now's the time. We've all heard of him, we all know about him, and tonight we'll all get to see him. Please welcome John Savage. Mr. Savage, there's a brain question that I just have to ask. Is it really true that you're attracted to a girl named Lenina, and you still have yet to have intercourse with her? In fact, you have never done it before?
Yes. The course of true love never did run smooth. Shakespeare, Act 1, Scene 2.
John's like a little infant who hasn't even had a rock play yet. John, you've lived at the Savage Reservation all your life. Tell us, what is it like coming to civilization, seeing Soma, Solidarity Service, decanting rooms, and Rain Man's surface tennis for the first time, after coming from a place so primitive that your people have to survive through live birth?
Civilization is odd. There isn't any worship for God. There are no mothers or families. This is a shallow world. Where is faith in Christianity? There should be faith in Christianity.
Yes, we've heard God, family, and alcohol are three of the most important things to savages. But aside from all those little details, we hear your mother has recently expired, and you've created quite a commotion at the Park Lane Hospital of the Dying. How do you feel about possibly damaging the death conditioning of our future workforce and the unimaginable chain of problems that this could create?
I wouldn't regret it. Those are problems. Death conditioning is a problem.
Well, I guess it takes a savage to understand the savage. That's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for being on the show.
Just go whatever.
Back, everybody.
Didn't start yet.
This development baffles our analysts, who have tried to understand Savage. What are... So,
Real science by real men in lab coats.